Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to Forex Stream. This is a weekly Forex analysis from 18th to 22nd of May. In today's video, I'm going to be analyzing Euro against British Pounds, followed by New Zealand Dollar against USD. Before we start with the analysis, please guys smash that like. It really means a lot to me. It supports my channel and it motivates me to make even more and better videos. Okay, now let's start with the analysis with the Euro against British Pounds from the monthly time frame. Those who don't know me, if you're new to this channel, I do a top-down approach, start with a monthly time frame and drill down to the shorter time frame, so bigger picture, and then coming down to go that specific. If I see any potential opportunities, I'm going to mention the entries, stop losses, as well as potential targets in this video, or what I'm expecting for the price to do before it gets me interested to take the trade. So okay, let's start with the monthly time frame. So 2 months ago we had this spike high. We made this spike high in here and left with this long tail, and since last month the price is pretty much continuing to fall. So it came down to this level, it tested this monthly supports, and for this month the price is gaining a lot of momentum and is pushing the price higher. So for this month the price is continuing to go higher. As we can see, we have this nice for now it looks like a strong bullish candle, but as we know that the monthly candle is not closed yet and it's still 2 weeks away. So let's go to the weekly time frame, see what we have on the weekly time frame. As we can see, for this week we left this very strong bullish candle, and if you follow my analysis, you might be with me on this trade where I took it down to around this level, about 8800, and if you're with me, then that's good. There's a good chance the price will continue to move higher. My original target was down to 89.90 zone, but when I look at these weekly time frames, I can see that the price is a good chance the price will push at the very minimum at 90.40 zone, where we have this nice weekly resistance area. So that could be a potential for the targets, and that's where I'm going to be targeting for the price to move up. So now let's have a look at what are the potential, what we can, you may know if you miss this trade, there could be more potentials for the following week, maybe swings or semi-swing opportunities, which I do discuss on my live daily forex analysis, which goes Monday to Friday 8 a.m. UK time. So you're more than welcome to join me on a live forex analysis. So as I said, I do expect for the price to come up at least 90.40, and maybe depending on the way it comes up, it can probably continue up to this level or even up to this level. So it depends for the next week what the price is gonna do. Now let's go to the daily time frame, see what we have on the daily time frame. So we can see that on Friday we put this very strong bullish candle, so I'm very happy with that. My entry was down to this level, and we can see the price started to gain a lot of momentum on Friday, which generally does not happen on the second half of the day. The price started to gain a strong momentum and push the price fairly high, and we closed it at 89.35 at this time. So it'll be interesting next week what the price is gonna behave and what the price is gonna do. For now, as of the retracement, because I do like to get onto the retracement, that gives me a very good risk rewards. For the next retracements, I do see is down to this 88.70 zone. However, that might be a bit too close, so I do want to see for the next week, for the second half of the week, how the price is going to play out. If the price comes down in about 3 candles down to this level, then I will be interested in taking the trade towards long side, so adding the position, because I already moved my stop losses to the break even, so that's fine with me. So I can allow myself to add the position, which is going to be at the same risk as the original first trade, and then run it up to either the one I mentioned, the target at 90.40. However, if the price continues to go up without any retracement, there could be a potential retracement when the price reaches this zone. So this is a daily resistance at 89.90 zone, so price might have a reaction on that one, and if the price reacts and comes down to where the price is at the moment, roughly at Let's have a look at this. So if the price comes up at 89.90, then we're going to look for the retracement. No, actually it's about 89.45 zone. So that could be our entry if the price comes up first, closes nicely, and then retracement down to this low. However, I don't want to mention any specific stop losses. I know I said about the entries and the targets. The target's going to be staying the same as I mentioned earlier. However, the entries can differ depending how the market's going to open for the following week, as well as how the price gonna behave. So I might need to readjust or reanalyze and see how the price is going, because it could be different depending on the momentum, volatility, and all the other aspects of the trading. So I will be mentioning that most likely in my live forex analysis, on which runs Monday to Friday 8 a.m. UK time. So if you want to join, you are more than welcome to join, and if there's going to be some opportunity arising, I will mention that on my live forex analysis. So far I do see good potential on the euro against British pounds, but we're going to wait how it's going to behave on the following week. And we continue with the New Zealand dollar against USD. We're seeing that the price is gaining momentum towards the downside, and this is a monthly time frame. We can see we have also this trend line, and the price is definitely gaining the momentum towards the downside. For the last month, we had this nice up bar. However, for this month, the price is already edging lower only for the 2 weeks in for this month, and we can see that the price is going lower. Maybe, just maybe, potentially, we'll be looking for the price to come down and maybe even take out this spike low down here. So that could be our potential targets. But before we're gonna say about that, let's go to the short time frame and see what we have on a weekly time frame. So as of the weekly time frames, the price did push it down, and we closed as a very nice bearish candle. So it does looking good towards the downside. However, before we're gonna take the trade, I do still want to see a bit more confirmation before taking the trade. So the reason why, let's go to the daily time frame, and we're gonna see. So we are on the daily time frame. We are in this sort of a range bound in here. So before taking the trade towards short side, I do want to see the price for the first to break this low down here, and then break a low down to this way. So it depends how it's going to come down and how it's going to end up breaking these lows down here. Then I can readjust and see how we can go about trading this towards a short side. So if the price comes down, maybe down to this low, breaks nicely and closes very strong bearish candle, then I will be looking for it towards a short side. I do see opportunities for the next week on the already a day trade, or maybe potentially for a semi-swing trade, because the first ones, the target's going to be down to this way. However, for the swing potential, this is not as good, so we're going to be targeting down to for this one, going to be probably most likely this one as of the targets, as of the swing targets. But we do want to see the price make some certain moves before we take the trade towards the short side. So we want to see the price coming down and closing strong bearish before we gonna take any action, and depending how it's gonna do it, when it's gonna do it for the following week, we will approach this whether we're gonna take the trade or not. So first of all, I do want to see the price coming down and taking out this low, and as well as closing below this these lows down here. Maybe the price will continue all the way down to this level, and then that will be our first signal. And then after the retracement, then I will be looking to get on to the short side. I see that on this case, it might work out as of the semi-swing, the entry, semi-swing entry. I might need to drill it to the bit shorter time frame, such as 4-hourly time frame, to take the entry. The reason why, if the price comes down to, let's say, 58.55, then a retracement up to this 59.45, there will be a very long retracement. So I do need to most likely readjust and see on the potential for the semi-swing to swing opportunities, but I will be using for the entry as semi-swing entry. So in this case, I can't really say it yet. Again, this is more like still developing, and I don't want to mention any entries or the stop losses in here because it might be it will be quite inaccurate at this moment, especially what's going on with the USA and China. So depending what's going to happen maybe for the following week, if with the trade war, it can affect the US dollar. So that's another uncertain factor. So that's why we want to wait a bit more and see how it's going to go for the following week. So stay tuned on a live forex analysis, because most likely I will be discussing this currency, because I do see potential opportunities on this one. And if you're new to this channel, I do my live forex analysis Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. UK time. Thank you guys for watching. This was a weekly forex analysis, and if you find this video helpful, please smash it like. It really means a lot to me. Also, if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe. I upload videos about trading every single day. Join our live daily forex analysis, which runs Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. UK time, where I do my analysis, and you can interact with me, ask questions, and request any other currencies you want me to analyze. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys in my next video.